Greetings and salutations, Southern California sports fans. It's Chris Casafranca here. I'm going to talk about UCLA basketball, LA Lakers basketball, Los Angeles Dodgers baseball. I'm not going to talk about USC basketball because they're not really a program, and I am not a fan of the way they conduct their business. So, number one, UCLA. UCLA, fight. That's what they do. They don't give up. Down 19-11 in the first half. They came back. What is that, a 29-10 run to take a 40-29 lead at the half? That's a defensive commitment to only give up 29 points in the first half. You could see what they rest their laurels on. And then at the end of the game, Cody Riley played like a big man. He was getting and ones. He was getting fouled. They couldn't stop him. The referees couldn't stop him with all those horrible foul calls. Kicking Juzang out of the game, like putting a lot of good UCLA Bruins in foul trouble. Sorry, Tide, y'all rolled back home because UCLA bounced you out of the tournament. They get Michigan next. Okay, I watch Michigan from afar. I watch some of their players more than others. I like Brandon Johns Jr. I like some of their playmakers. I think they got a lot of good 3 out of 5 star talented players. Unfortunately, UCLA has a lot of 4 out of 5 talented star players under a great coach, Mick Cronin, who forces them to play great defense and not waste any possessions offensively. Tigger Campbell can protect the ball. He has great balance. I actually talked to a Michigan player, Brandon Johns Jr., and he talked a lot about Brandon Johns' balance. Brandon Johns Jr. talked a lot about Tigger Campbell's balance, and he doesn't really make mistakes. When I watched Campbell there yesterday, he doesn't put himself in bad situations. He doesn't jump in the air to make passes. He's undersized, but his speed, athleticism, and strength gives him a lot of abilities. And I see him creating plays for Juzang and Jacques and Riley. Man, why am I forgetting their 4th great player? So UCLA, don't worry about them. They're getting past Michigan. They're going to get past USC or Gonzaga. They're going to win the whole damn thing. 4-0 is going to turn into 7-0 by this weekend. I'm going to transition to the Lakers. Okay, big man and a baller. That recipe has been getting tested with the injuries of LeBron and AD. However, Andre Drummond is a Laker. Fills a huge gap. Huge gap. Interior defense was a problem. Not anymore. So I think what you're going to see from this team now is they will preach protecting the paint as usual. They will get a lot more easy baskets. They won't have to rely on these guys that are covering the slack for LeBron and AD. So look for some more interior offense, and hopefully AD and LeBron get back so they can win another championship. Remember, the Lakers' recipe is a big man and a baller, and they just added one of the toughest big men in the NBA, Andre Drummond. It's funny how the Clippers keep signing a bunch of former Lakers. They got Lou Will. They traded Lou Will for Rondo. They got Zubac. Now they're trying to get to DeMarcus Cousins. So, yeah, let's see if the Clippers can do good with all of their backup Lakers and finally get past the second round. Okay, so I've talked a little about UCLA. I've talked a little bit about the Lakers. Now I want to talk about the world champion LA Dodgers. Their number 4 starter is Julio Urias. That's the guy that basically won the World Series for the Dodgers last year. He shut teams down. At the end when you needed a closeout, reliever, setup man, everything, that was Urias. And he's our number 4 starter. He should be number 1 in my opinion. I love Walker Buehler. Not Kershaw and Bauer as much, but Lakers have 4 aces. The Dodgers have 4 aces. That's crazy. When's the last time the Dodgers had 4 starters like this? It's like, man, they are a well-oiled machine. You can get rid of all those scrubs that they had last year that were actually really good players. Ja, Kike, Baez. But this team is going to be good. I like the Lakers. I like UCLA, but the Dodgers, they could have injuries and they could still get all the way to the World Series. So go Lakers, go Dodgers, and go UCLA, baby. Bruins, baby. Do it. This is your year.